Whether you're pro-boog, anti-boog, ANCAP, ANCAM, voluntarious, black flag, pro-gun, anti-rulers, or just fed up with being a slave, you just took your RST step on the road to anarchy. Dharma the Bum, an enemy of the state. Stank Pod Stash presents Road to Anarchy. Anarchy, and _r_chai, anarchy, 1a, absence of government, 1b, a state of lawlessness or political disorder due to the absence of governmental authority, 1c, a utopian society of individuals who enjoy complete freedom without government. WHO is Road to Anarchy. We are a peaceful, voluntary group of individuals, each from varying practices of anarchy, unified in the hope to be free from the tyranny of the state. Our goal is to educate and empower each individual to find their own unique form of freedom, while building strong communities. We are always looking for content creators, supporters, and freedom fighters. What is Road to Anarchy? RTA, Road to Anarchy, is a monthly e-magazine delivered to your email on the 15th. Expect relevant content, inspiring stories, entertainment, and most of all liberty ideas to aid you in bringing freedom home and becoming ungovernable. Where is Road to Anarchy? Everywhere. Our content providers are from the East Coast, West Coast, and everywhere in between. Our content is diverse for every walk of life, no matter location. Why do we do it? Because we want to be free. We refuse to be tax slaves needing permission to live. Because freedom, no exceptions. We want to inspire a nation of doers to take back freedom. This month's Vice Cocaine *Ask a Tax Evader * Meet the Team. Freedom Culture 32. Unschuling Lesson Plan Ideas and the Robinson Curriculum Lesson Plans * How to Unwillingly Build a Compliant Citizen, by Abolitionist J * Words of the Day * Download, print, and color. Kids Zone 30. Anarchy Map, Connecting Communities * Meet an Anarchist, Nessa Nix. * Parental, Caregiver Rights Without the State. Not Likely. By Nessa Nix. Click on photo to be taken to article, * Black Panther Party and Road to Anarchy * Anarchy Calendar * Happy Hour 23. No Gods No Masters, History of Anarchy, 3-part series, * Anarchy Vilified, again, * Anarchy Rises to Battle Tyranny * Politics 19. Get your tickets for Anarchovegas * Listen to previous interviews * Anarchy Radio 14. Schedule of shows and watch previous shows * Shop * #nonvoting Nick explains that anarchy is defined as chaos * Enemy of the State. Stank Pod Stash 06. Who is Road to Anarchy? * Editors note about anarchy * Donate to Patreon today to keep us on the road * Editors note 04. On the road. Vonu Resistance Reports * Relevant and recent podcasts * Road to Vonu 10. Like us on Facebook, connect with us on our website, subscribe to our magazine, support us on PayPal. We're always looking for relevant content. If you'd like to submit work to be featured in RTA, email us. Be friend. Here we are in June and we are seeing the state up to its old tricks, divide, divide, divide. So, here at Road to Anarchy, we have decided to continue to heal the division and bring a nation together. Last month, we explored the similarities and differences of various brands of anarchy. We learned that we can still work together in a harmonious stateless society while keeping interaction voluntary between the brands of anarchy. This month, we explore the various components of being human. In this issue, we salute the history-making Black Panther Party, soon to celebrate the 50th anniversary. We salute the organizations that have fought for change. From Dharma the Bum. We need your support. Visit us on Patreon and consider becoming a valued supporter to keep on the road to anarchy. Introduction to the History of Introduction to the History of Introduction to the History of Anarchism, by Then and Now. Missed a show? No worries, click on the picture and watch. June 14 Chris Kofer, producer, Monopoly on Violence. June 21 David Ballantyne, owner Black Market Memes and former Dank Pod Stash co-host. Schedule. June 28 Branch Ellison, Crypto Guru. A big thanks to Dank Pod Stash Super Supporter Tier and above Patreon supporters. Dennis Viscount, Dave Atkins, and Maxwell Chi. You keep the stash dank. Hashtag respect. Shop the Dank Pod Stash. Anarchy defined as chaos. By hashtag non-voting Nick. Oh, the person unfamiliar with anarchist philosophy, the word anarchy evokes thoughts of chaos and disorder. Debates over the meaning of the word are commonplace, even among anarchists. A well-used tactic when arguing in favor of anarchy is to refer the etymology of the word. Anarchy is derived from the Greek prex, an, meaning without, and archos, meaning chief, ruler. Without rulers, is the favorable and commonly turned to denition for many anarchists in hopes of persuading others to see the merits of absolute freedom of the individual. On times, anarchy deemed as chaos is dismissed as an intentional discrediting of the philosophy or a false denition. But is this denition truly false or even useless? We must deem and understand chaos to know. Chaos is also rooted in ancient Greek. From the Greek word chaos, meaning vast chasm, void. Webster's dictionary lists the synonyms as disorder, disarray, disorganization, confusion, mayhem, etc. In physics, chaos is deemed as behavior so unpredictable as to appear random, owing to great sensitivity to small changes in conditions, and the formless matter supposed to have existed before the creation of the universe. How very interesting this last denition becomes when one recognizes anarchy as the natural human condition. A state of being that is the default. Before order is arranged via hierarchy and force, there exists a limitless well of potential from which anything can be drawn. Which is a point that many proponents of the state fail to see. It is assumed that from the chaos, order must be built and defended in the form of government and vertical hierarchies. By this forced order, society and mankind will surely be protected and advanced. However, when scrutinized, the mayhem that is a product of government becomes apparent. Oppression, murder, and every imaginable atrocity is committed by individuals acting under the orders of the bandit lords who claim rulership of mankind. The very chaos touted as anarchy, mayhem, or confusion, and warned against by the governed and governing, is perpetuated by their own words and actions. So why then embrace anarchy deemed as chaos? Because the denition is accurate. Existence outside of centralized organization is chaotic when viewed from a statist perspective of false security. The current system owes an amount of comfort for the majority and absolution of responsibility for the willingly ignorant. SA burrs weaken as the system becomes bloated and demands more and more from its people. Frightened by the erosion of comfort, they reject the potential found in a state of disorder, and instead cling to the failing parasitic structure. Unprotected transition from forced organization to natural synchronization is the unknown that stops a programmed mind in its tracks. The myriad of solutions to problems that are poorly handled by forced organization are the product of the individual drawing from the limitless well of potential, riding the swirling eddies of confusion and disarray, and settling into the natural conclusion. Chaos is viewed as negative when, upon closer inspection, it is the neutral state of existence. The organization that forms naturally, without the need to force it into existence, is able to adapt and thrive. Abandoning an abusive system and shouldering the burden of responsibility is to owl with the current to its logical conclusion of voluntary interaction and free markets. Chaos will always exist in this world, enveloping, clashing against, and in harmony with order simultaneously. It is the duty of the anarchist to remain devoted to freedom and to share the beauty of that freedom to those caught in the fabricated chaos created by the state. It is the duty of agorists to manifest Konkin's vision of a world of freedom, surrounding pockets of state-fabricated chaos. 100% listener supported. If you love DPS, visit us here and consider donating on Patreon for exclusive content and more. Thank you for your support. Vonu, N.B. vo new the condition or quality of, as well as the action of achieving, an invulnerability to coercion. Introduction. VONU was a freedom strategy coined and developed by Rayo, a pseudonymous self-liberator from the 1960s, 70s. He began his journey to freedom as a member of the Free Isles Project, a group that researched the prospects, challenges associated with a libertarian country on an island or in the ocean somewhere. Eventually, the group disbanded and Rayo hit the road as a solo van nomad, spending time in the wooded wilderness of the Siskiyou region. Sometime later on, he met his free mate, Roberta, Dr. Gatherer, Naomi Gatherer, and they made the radical move of living out of a tent in a public forest, mainly to avoid the scourge of slave tags, driver's license, car registration, etc., but also to decrease their interaction with the servile society. More generally speaking, Vonuans increase their invulnerability to coercion by making radical lifestyle changes. For examples, instead of a vulnerable apartment in a huge city or even a mortgaged slave castle in the suburbs, a Vonuan might live in a van, on a sailboat, or they might perpetually travel, using their mobility and flexibility as shields from opportunistic curses. To learn more, please visit vonupodcast.com, and consider checking out the show. VONU Resistance Reports. Reports on strategy, freedom philosophy, and resistance from radical self-liberators. VONU Resistance Report 200,428, Naomi, VONU Resistance Report 200,428, Naomi. Submit your resistance report today. VONUPODCAST.com, Resistance. The VONU Podcast, Recent, Relevant Episodes. 1. TVP Intermission Number 41, The Modern Crisis of Science with Daryl Becker. 2. TVP Intermission Number 40, Anarchy Solutions and Root Causes with Rachel Tobias. Further elucidations on the indisputable link between science and the state of freedom in society, how to thrive and self-liberate in times of chaos. 3. TVP and number 38, SARS, Coronavirus, and the Infectious Myth with David Crow. The government alchemists, quacks in lab coats are at it again. RAYO, VONU Quote of the Month. TYFYS, Phoenix. We wish you great success in your next endeavor into #Vanarchy. Anarchy Radio will be missed. Keep us up to date with your travels. Love, the bum and fans. Anarch Vega. Despite #Vanarchy, Libid Phoenix is still spinning into the night at Liberty's luckiest night in Vegas. Don't miss this hot event next month. Get your tickets today, mention the coupon code below to save some scratch. July 18-19, 2020. Use coupon code Anarchy Radio to save 10% on your early bird tickets. Fuck Government, the Anarchist Anthem. Fuck Government, the Anarchist Anthem. Watch later, share. Want to see your business, product, or side hustle in the pages? For details and to get started on a custom-built ad that will be seen by over 100 subscribers per month. Full page, half page, quarter and eighth pages available. Let's pave the road to anarchy in gold. Email us here. 8th page ad. 8th page ad, quarter page ad, half page ad. Click on a picture to listen. Politics. Corona 1984 was losing its hold on society. Folks were beginning to come out of hiding, going outside again. The state felt the need to manufacture more fear. So, what to do? Race war seems like it's a little overdue. Introducing our key players, George Floyd and the Minneapolis Police Department. Some hinky details surfaced regarding whether the victim and the aggressor knew each other, and before you knew it, a manufactured race war has become a staged practice boog. The police were caught leaving bare bones police cruisers for folks to destroy, caught on video destroying their own cruisers and their own precincts. Mysterious pallets of bricks were found in various cities, many buses bringing in protesters from outside the town limits. All while the state and the POTUS has ignored the facts and labeled anarchists and Antifa not only the same but also as the agents provocateur. The state needed a new enemy. The virus was no longer scary, so anarchists are it. Everyone needs to believe we are the enemy for the state's tricks to work, all while anarchists have not even left our homes. But who are the real anarchists? The real anarchists are the doers, the thinkers, the business owners, the parents, the children, the siblings, teachers, lovers, scientists, farmers, poets, artists, the community members. So, how do we heal from being belied? We bring each other together. This month, some anarchists contacted the soon-to-be celebrating 50th anniversary Black Panther Party. No gods, no master, 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 no gods, no master. 5/4/1886 Haymarket Riot 11/11/1887 Four anarchists are hanged, allegedly throwing a bomb at Haymarket 09/10/2898 Elizabeth, Empress of Austria is stabbed by an anarchist 09/06/1901 President William McKinley is shot by an anarchist 11/1919 Palmer raids begin 12/21/1919 249 political radicals are deported, including anarchist leader, Emma Goldman 09/16/1920 A bomb explodes on WLL Street killing 38. Picture below an official story from the FBI. Anarchists have taken the brunt of catastrophic events. What is currently happening is not a new phenomenon. Here is just a snapshot of anarchists taking the blame for terror. Kind Spring, 2020, Small Acts That Change the World, a small group of volunteers encouraging random acts of kindness. Rehumanizing People. Institute for Applied Autonomy, 199820008 activist group of anonymous artists known for employing technology in protest. Focused on dissemination of knowledge, autonomy, to the topics of criminal mischief, decentralized systems and individual autonomy. Common Ground Collective, 2005 decentralized network of non-profit organizations offering support to the residents of New Orleans. Formed in 2005 in response to Hurricane Katrina. CrimethInc., mid-1990s decentralized anarchist collective of autonomous cells. Initially formed as a hardcore zine, Inside Front, highlighting the anarchist movement. Haight-Ashbury Switchboard, 1967196 Al Rinker's organization in the heart of San Francisco's Haight-Ashbury district called The Switchboard. A network of social doers providing media coverage, safe houses, and other relevant social issues. Ferrer Center and Colony, 1909 and 19101-953 an anarchy-based education center intended for the colony to form the center of the national libertarian education movement. You never let a serious crisis go to waste. Rahm Emanuel Anarchists being belied is not a new trend. But what happens when tyranny is strong? Anarchy emerges. Move 1972 Black Liberation Group in Philadelphia, PA by John Africa and Donald Glassy. The group lived in West Philly, abiding by philosophies of anarcho-primitivism. Think Black Panthers but for the benefit of animal rights. Best known for having the police department drop a bomb on their neighborhood. New England Non-Resistance Society, 1838 American peace group formed by William Lloyd Garrison in Boston. Combined conservative members of the American Anti-Slavery Society and the American Peace Society. Combined women in public political activities. Portland Anarchist Road Care, 2017 road maintenance organization formed in 2017 by anarchists in Portland, OR with the intent of repairing potholes in the city's roads. Politics is the art of looking for trouble, ending it everywhere, diagnosing it incorrectly, and applying the wrong remedies. Tilda Groucho Marx. Happy Hour. Where is the road to anarchy? Throughout history there have been pockets of resistance against the state. Also in the same historical timeline, government has strived to divide and create hate and divisiveness. But what happens when a white girl, running an online magazine, contacts the founding members of the Black Panther Party? Solidarity happens. Support is fostered, a goodwill is driven by the need to see freedom rather than more servitude to the machine. Differences are overlooked because in the end, we are all human, trying to end our way toward peace. This month, I sat down with Just a Mom, Nessa Nix, and discussed her path to anarchy and her self-discovery into the path of a stateless society. This longtime resident of Long Island, New York, found her path to anarchy thanks to Obamacare. Back in 2008, she was promised by those sneaky Democrats that she would be saved from having to pay $180 per month for health insurance just for herself. Rather, after the election and the rollout of the healthcare plan, her rate increased from just under $200 to a whopping $480 per month. So many of her friends and family had also been extorted the following year due to not allegedly having mandatory health insurance. It was that moment that Nessa began doing some research on history and her political compass. Meet an anarchist. Nessa Nix. For fun, Nessa took a political compass that she had found online and it pointed toward Emma Goldman. Nessa had always viewed anarchists to be violent bomb throwers. Surely that was not true of Nessa. Upon further reading, after her initial scare, she learned about anarchy by watching the 3-part series, No Gods, No Masters. While watching, Nessa researched every single event referenced and began her search for knowledge that made sense of all the crazy. I had gone to a good school, yet learned nothing about what I learned from that documentary. Later, Nessa found Road to Anarchy, a group with a common focus, creating a stateless society. How can it be done? ANCAPs or ANCOMs. So few actually know the premises for their political views. The journey has prompted Nessa to identify as anarchy fluid, coined by Road to Anarchy, and seek to understand ANCOMs and ANCAPs to better understand how to work together to combine private property and community focus. Harmony within anarchy. You inspire us, Nessa, thank you. 50th anniversary of the Black Panther Party. Continued on page 23. Picture a brewing race war between whites and blacks. Police brutality on the rise, perpetuating hurt and blaming of our brothers. So what can we do? Emma Goldman said, before we can forgive one another, we must first understand one another. So, who better to ask than the original Black Panther Party? I reached out to the former, founding members of the BPP. And 2 were gracious enough with the time to chat with me. Ms. Judy Juanita and another requesting anonymity, were kind enough to chat with me to discover their thoughts on our crazy idea of bringing freedom and self-sustainability to every person no matter the creed, religion, sex, gender, race. Both former members of the BPP made it clear that the beloved organization was infiltrated by the government in the 70s, and is no longer being run with the original intent. That being said, there are a few that still work toward liberty. Both former members supported Road to Anarchy's mission and have agreed to assist in any way they can, consulting and advising. They also reminded me of the size of my goal of uniting a people, rendering them ungovernable. Despite some big challenges, both pledged the support for our efforts and have lent some vital information that we can use for self-liberation. Big thanks to the former members of the Black Panther Party for the support. Events in the year 2020 Anarchy Calendar. Hosting an event. Email us to be included on our calendar of events. From my good friend in Chile, also rioting against police, strength to your people. We must all unite together to fight the police and the terror they bring. Please tell your people, water with baking soda and laurel leaves works against tear smoke. Be safe out there. August 2024. Kids Zone. Unschuling. Taking back the control of child rearing from the state healthily maize issue, we learned how to begin to unschul, homeschool. Now, let's explore lesson planning. Big thanks to Director Klaus and Abolitionist J. Your contributions to the Kids Zone and Road to Anarchy are much appreciated, and we couldn't do this without your efforts in the movement. Words of the day, voluntary. Volume tar ee adjective done, given, or acting of one's own free will. Aggression. A gres shon noun hostile or violent behavior or attitudes toward another. Readiness to attack or confront. Above, abolitionist J explains contradictions in regards to parenting, how to unwittingly build a compliant citizen. Vic of Th Montanas Tar Evade. Culture. Fredo. Dear tax evader, I am researching stopping my participation in global war and not paying income taxes anymore. Aside from the obvious, what will happen? Tilda still researching. I get this question a lot. The risk is real. But there are ways to live under the thumb of the government. Being as self-sufficient is key. A few risks to consider are loans, bank relationships, real property ownership, assets in general are unobtainable in the evader's name. Days of having a credit score, credit cards, and/or nancing are also gone. But how can we live? Renting becomes a way of life. Buying cars from people rather than dealerships or using all cash is also an option. Trade barter, locally sourcing food becomes more accommodating than the mainstream market ever was. Remember, it's important to weigh all the risks associated with any peaceful protest heavily before making the plunge. It's often hard to go back. Good luck, and typhies. Tilda Evader. Bolivian marching powder. This month, RTA explores cocaine, coke. Cocaine is extracted from the coca plant. The leaves are ground up and extracted to obtain the white powder. The substance is most commonly snorted toot, but can also be smoked for a diurent high. Cocaine is considered one of the 7 sacred plants. A stimulant that can be purchased in 1/8 of a gram measurements, commonly referred to as an 8-ball. Back in the 1800s, Coca-Cola's active ingredient was cocaine, and was marketed as a tonic, or cure-all. Cocaine was used in surgery, as well as a blood coagulant. Used to keep patients from bleeding out during procedures. Today, coke can be found among white-collar and blue-collar alike, the rich man's stimulant. Of the month. Vice. Meet the team. Editors, Advertising, Dharma the Bum, Jackie Kerouac, Non-Voting Nick, and Shane Radcliffe. Special thanks, Director, Klaus, Nessa Nix, and Jeremy Hengeler. Cover credit, Anarchy Bear, https://facebook.com/groups/anarchybear. Road to Anarchy at protonmail.com. Email Ash for purchase, ashmont88@gmail.com.